Hey guys, Chris, IRONHEAD Garage. Well, I know of this killer place with all these old cars, and I figured I'd show you guys, give you a little view. They go on forever. It's all private property. But look at the view up here. The mountains. Yeah, pretty cool. So this is the old guy's hoard of cars. He's just got miles of them. Old cool ones, all kinds, different years. But it just goes on forever. I'll try to walk down the highway and film some of them. Got an old hearse up there. Some beautiful country around here. Make sure I don't get hit on this highway. We'll stroll down this way, and there's actually more down the highway that this guy has. Check out the old hearse. Flame job on it, pretty cool. It's an old, looks like a gravel yard here the guy has. Old bus. Bunch of old wheelies. I think there's a whole bunch of Model A's and big cab trucks. I think of Model T's up here. Everything you could think of. But they're just holy grail stuff. Gotta watch out for traffic here. I hear a car coming. Old International flatbed over there. It's old mining equipment or gravel equipment. Two cabs back to back there. An old bus. Old Fords. There's an old caddy over there. Looks like a 56 maybe. Man, just too cool. A couple old Volkswagens up there on the top. Bunch of CO cabs. Zoom this out a little bit. Not too much traffic, luckily. Old GMC over there. You guys can zoom in on them if you see one you really dig. Whoa! Some people might know where this is. It's in Idaho. Rows of them. Old CO cabs are killer. Man, they're worth some money too. Gold green Chevy there. That's a cool one. Man, I don't know what that white car is. Anybody know? Put it down in the comments. But man, that's a cool ride there. Pretty gnarly mountain right here too. But it just goes on and on forever. Old Chevys. Car coming. Don't get me. Old box vans. Some old Chevy cars. The old log truck's pretty cool up here. With the old logs on it. That thing is cool there. I'd love to have that. Man, almost looks like it's chopped. Nice old Chevy truck there. Man, that thing's got a cool look. I'll keep walking here and see what else is up this way. I might actually pull down here on the road a little further, then walk back and get these ones on the top of the hill, see what's up there. Man, look at that smooth nose one. What is that thing? So cool. So cool looking, huh? Not sure. But yeah, just some cool old iron out here. Bunch of them up there on the hill. I think I'll pull down there in a minute and walk back the other way. Film them. Cool old log truck. Cool old boom truck there, old Chevy boom truck. Man, I want to drag that thing home there. Old blank face. Super cool. Yeah, pretty neat up here. Woo! Pretty cool view. All right, well, get back in the truck and go down the highway a little bit, and we'll get them ones on the top there. Film a bunch of there. All right, I'll be back. I noticed this guy walking back to the truck before I go down further. There's Tin Man in there riding shotgun. Yeah, pretty cool. All right, let's go down the road a little bit. All right, guys, we're down the road a little ways. Give you a view of these mountains here. They're just gnarly. Big old rocks. Wish you guys could see the scale of it. But we'll go back this way and check these ones out on top of the hill. Looks like there's an old Oldsmobile, 66 Oldsmobile. The first one, maybe. Just gotta watch the traffic. It's about a quarter mile of cars at least. Old Oldsmobile. It's like a 57, 57 Chevy right there. I'll walk down the road here. Like a Model T up there. Old fire trucks, old motor home. Comes some traffic. Wait for these guys to go by. Old 50 Chevys up there. International Scouts. Hopefully the quality looks good of the video. Try to zoom in and out the best I can. That's how high them mountains are. Crazy, them rocks. Let me walk down here a little ways and film coming back. All right, made it mostly to the end. Got some old Ford trucks up there. An old Ford with an old camper. Wheelies, Chevy. It's like a Dodge. Even a Fiero. Old Ford vans. Another old Chevy. Looks like an old Pontiac up there. Tempest maybe. Got even an old Caddy. Man, there's some cool old stuff here. Now I'll walk back this way. Try to keep the camera steady, but hard to while I'm walking. Got an old Army, looks like a 6x6 up there. A few Scouts. Pretty cool stuff, man. That motorhome, she looks man up there. It's gotta be from the 60s. I'll keep going down the road. There's another spot that's just like this. Zoom you out here. Yeah, pretty cool spot. Let's try to get a view of all of them in a row. You guys can zoom in and find your favorite. Tell me which one's your favorite. We got more to look at. They go for quite a ways. All right, guys, we're head down the road a little bit. All right, guys, we made it to the other spot here. A little pullover. Show you guys these rocks again, the cliffs. There's a line of cars. I'll walk down there to the end and walk on back this way, see what we got. There's some sure some cool ones, man. See a Studebaker truck right there. An old Caddy. Let me walk down the road a little bit. All right, guys, so I made it to the end. Let me pan down this way. Another quarter mile looks like, but man, there's some cool old iron. An old sedan there. 4-door sedan. Looks like there's a 50s GMC there. And beyond this row, there's a whole bunch of other ones. We gotta watch out for the traffic. Old pump truck. Ford, whole bunch of cool Ford trucks. Old 4-door sedan up on top of the, it's like an International, maybe. If you can see back into there. Beyond the row, there's a whole bunch more, but I don't think I should go up in there. Private property. There's no signs, but I respect the man's collection. Look at that old Rio. Man, when's the last time you seen one of them? The old CO Chevy cab. Super cool. This old motorhome there next to that Rio. Sure love to have that. Get a view of the side of it here. The old Rio is in good shape. There's the old motorhome or coach, whatever you call it. Man, it's not in bad shape either. Bunch of old cabs up on the trailer there, or on the flatbed. And over on this way, old Model A truck there, looks like. Even a couple old Sweet Peterbilt sitting there. Man, them CO cabs, you just don't see them no more. Guys want so much money for them. Try to zoom you out a little bit. Show you these rocks again. Yeah, it goes way up there. Probably rattlesnakes up there. I'll walk down this way a little bit. guys pick out your favorite one and put it down in the comments. Comes a speeder. Tell you what, if I got hit by a car, I wouldn't mind going right here. The old CO cabs up there. There sure is some cool cars here. Hell of a collection the guys collected over all these years. Not sure what that car is right there. That's sure cool looking. More CO cabs. Crazy to see this many in one spot. And they don't look bad either. Mostly just surface rust. I think that's Studebaker there. Man. It's like heaven. I'll walk on down this way a little further, see what else we got. An old fire truck there. Would love to walk into the yard and see what else is there. Comes some speed racers coming down the highway. Another old caddy. It's around a 60, 61 maybe. An old wagon, 4-door. I think that's an old Cutlass maybe. Here's the ones I'm digging right here. Not sure what they are. But man, that one on the left sure does got a mean look. They both do. I think I'll drag either one of them guys home today. Build me a lead sled. An old Chevy. Old fire truck. Just keeps going and going. Pretty cool old Etzel there. I don't see too many of them around anymore. An old Ford truck. Corvair van. Man. Got some up here on the top of the hill too. I think I'm gonna cross the road here and get a little better view. This old Ford here, it's got some on the flatbed. I don't hear nobody coming till I make it way over here. Old 4-door Model A up there looks like. An old pickup. Too cool. Metropolitan, I believe they're called. Always have trouble saying that weird name. Look at all these old trucks up here. Old Chevy. International. Another old International on the end there. Yeah, man, super cool. I think there might be one more spot down the road that there might be a few more. If not, we'll end the video. Maybe we're going up the road here. Maybe we'll just show some more killer, pristine views of this area. Alright, guys. Well, guys, we're here at the rest of the car collection. Met the owner and my owner's brother. He said I can walk around and film everything. Super cool. An old Buick. Old 57 4-door Chevy. Man, she is sweet. Old 50s truck, 50 Chevy. Man, he's just a collector. He don't sell nothing. He said he's got over, I think it was 500 cars in a shop somewhere. The ones that are finished. Beautiful old 57. Old Buick. Man, there's so many. Old 50s GMC, early 50s. Sweet old truck. Walk on over here, there's a bunch more too. Not sure what that old wagon is. Old Chevy CO cab. Another old Chevy, looks like a 58. Man, she is clean in the nose. Wow. See old Ford. Old Apache. Around 58 Apache, 59. This old VW Bug truck. Man, there's an old GMC back there. Go around and look at that one. Super cool. An old white truck. This old Mac over here. Man, she's a beast. Old guy don't sell nothing though. The old GMC there, like my old truck. Man, the front end stuff is mint on it. Oh man. Oh, video's twigging out a little bit. We'll walk on over this way. See what else is around. Old John Deere tractor. This old GMC here. Man, that thing is cool. Man, they had such style back in the day. 370. Must be a 2-ton truck. Old Ford CO cab. Wow, too cool. Wander back over this way. See what else is out here. Old Farm Mall. Rambler, a Rambler wagon. Old International. Guess you call it a panel. Handyman panel or something. Not too sure. Got the old caddy, old ambulance. Man, almost just like the Ghostbusters. Said his brother's a self-made millionaire. Started off, left home, holes in his pants, and became rich. Super cool. Old Ford Bronco in the shop there. Old hearse. Corvair. Valiant. Old Mustang. Thunderbird. You don't see them around no more. Piles of old cars. Too cool. That old Lincoln. Man. Just awesome. Even old Ford's in good shape. It's a wild looking hearse there. Man. Skull and Crossbones license plate. Yeah, there's some cool old iron for sure. Old Dodge panel, man. DeSoto. Not sure what that guy is. Old Ford. Model A, or that's International. International. Even got like a 73 Camaro right there. Maybe a Falcon right beside it. Yeah, pretty cool. Super cool out here. Alright guys, well, we'll walk on back this way and probably head down the road. I didn't even notice this. It's a train. No locomotive train without carriers, passenger cars. The brother said he wants to, said his brother wants to start a museum up here one day. That would be super cool. Pretty cool. He says they're all going to stay in the family. We'll walk on back this way and back in the truck, head on down the road. Show you guys some cool views if you want to see them. If not, I think this will be pretty much the end of all the old vehicles. Love that old Mack truck. What a beast. Alright guys, I'll be back. Hey guys, well, that was the rest of the cars. The last of them, but sure was pretty cool. The guy to let me walk around there and film that. So I figured we'd stop here and show you guys this little meadow here. It's pretty smoky, but if you zoom in, you can see them big rugged mountains out there. Super cool place. Come here in the springtime. Figure I'd walk down this little trail. Last time I was here, fly fishermen were coming down this little river here. They're fishing for trout, I bet. Little bullheads. But we'll walk down here and show you. Just a killer little spot. Yeah, the water's super clear. It's probably 15-20 feet out there and you can see the bottom. Pretty peaceful out here. Don't get no better. Well, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate all of you. We'll see you next time. Take care.